day one of the 21-day meditation experiment. It's Sunday. I haven't looked in the mirror. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I have done my first hour of meditation. It's kind of amazing how long it takes, and for anyone who watched my live video yesterday, how long it takes for what I call the snow globe to settle. So my mind is like a shaken up snow globe, and it's like flick, 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 flick. It takes half an hour just for the snow to settle and for my body not to be kind of racing with energy. And I know I had a coffee this morning, and even that awareness that my body had a coffee this morning, and that's probably slightly over adrenalizing my body a little bit and maybe causing unnecessary levels of stress because my body's like, whoa. Just that awareness. And that was just an hour meditation, like barely an hour meditation. And it's no wonder that Kyle Suze, who I was inspired from his challenge, it's no wonder that he often did 2 hours a day, because it took me half an hour just for that, what I call the snow in the snow globe to settle. It took half an hour. And what I've started doing with my meditations when my mind is so full, like I haven't meditated for a few days, probably not since Wednesday. And in that time, in the 3 days, there's been so many different things going on my plate. There's my business, there's my Patreon content. You know, today a lot of my patrons were upgrading. They've been upgrading to the new $50 Surprise Me tier and then downgrading because they found that they didn't have access to the Authenticity Challenge. So, you know, I had to write to Patreon. It's just a settings update. But, you know, this is all in my mind about, you know, how do I contact everyone? And, you know, so what I allow myself to do in my meditations at the moment is I just grab a little notepad, and when a thought comes to my mind, I allow myself just to flick it down on paper. So it's almost taking it from here and putting it down. So I'm just looking, you know, and it literally just like sticking someone's name in that maybe I'm having a problem with, or I don't know, I'm helping someone with a website. I'm volunteering on the horse farm and I'm helping them with their website, you know, and during my meditation, I'm like, maybe their logo would look better on black. And I wonder if they can change it, or do I need to find them someone who can do that? And, you know, it's like all my little head is like, oh, I need to order this thing on Amazon. You know, it's like my little head is just like so full of all this stuff that I need to do, you know, and I'm just having a look. I mean, the great thing is that after that half an hour, and I'm still jittery, I could probably do another hour because there's just been so much accumulating lately. So much tension, so many miniature conflicts with people, or just dynamics or communication that hasn't been like straight. But the good thing is that once that settles after maybe half an hour, I start to get ideas, and I'll be like, ooh, you know, I had an idea for a costume, and I had an idea for a tier for Patreon that I had the idea for a long time ago, but had just kind of forgotten and moved on to other content. You know, then I had an idea for a present for a friend and a reminder to send a postcard to one of my long-term followers who always sends me emails, and just little things, you know. And that's amazing. All I'm doing is sitting with myself for an hour and just letting everything that's in here just come down and settle into my body. That is all I'm doing, nothing else. And honestly, if I had time for another hour or made time for another hour, I'm about to work with someone for my content for the Surprise Me tier, so I can't because she'll be here in a second. You know, if I had done another hour, like, whoa, I'd probably be in like, yeah, peace, man. Like, yeah, like all these ideas flowing. Like, yeah, man, it's all just easy, you know, because I'm just letting the stress just come out of my body. So yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm going to do this every single day for 21 days and we're going to see how it goes.